The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd.
You're awake, Jeff.
And just before dawn, I'll pull out the holy symbol of Ravenkind and light it up.
Everyone is now wide awake as the sun has suddenly exploded inside the room. It's really fucking bright in here.
Just bleep yourself?
Nothing else?
I did. Maybe I do it on the altar.
Well,
goes up.
Doesn't automatically kill all the ghosts.
I was hoping it would have some kind of cool effect.
Right.
I
was following you.
It's fair. You realize that, you can see a really freaking far way away. You can't see the Pillarstone of Ravenloft, but, you can see a black carriage sitting at a crossroads, right in front of it.
So the holy symbol doesn't do anything?
Yeah.
Besides light the out of everything?
Nope, it lights the fuck out of everything. That's pretty much what it does.
Okay.
I'm sorry, would you like to play a game?
Yep.
Are we ruining your evening?
A little bit.
You ever sat here and had to look at the two of you all night? God, alright, let's play.
Obviously not. It'd be kind of impossible for me to sit here and look at myself.
Okay, I'm Troy.
We can get a mirror.
Let's go.
Yeah, Troy.
Don't
Why
ask
bring
dumb questions?
Why bring logic and facts into this?
I know.
Just implying that you two are ugly and it ruins my evening. Let's go.
This episode of Brothel D&D brought to you by 2 fights with ghosts and lots of sleeping.
Yep.
I'm fine with it.
What would you like to do?
Inside the room, we just killed that thing, and there was a stairwell going down. Yes.
Yes.
Let's try going down that stairwell.
You go down that stairwell back to the chapel.
How many how many floors are there?
There are, technically, it's kind of hard to pay attention on this map. There are 3 floors and the rooftop, because the rooftop has the walk-around
battlements.
palisade.
Okay. Let's start at the 3rd floor and work down.
Jeff, you realize that you have, to this point, you have never seen a way to get to the 3rd floor.
Really?
Because the 2 stairwells on the side go right up to those doors and all the way down to the chapel. And I don't think you've never been on the 2nd floor yet.
No,
if that makes sense.
We keep skipping it.
Yep.
So at this point, you do not know how to get to the 3rd floor. However, you can see on the palisade that there are multiple doors that you would assume are stairwells down to the 3rd floor, if that made sense.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go down to the 2nd floor and work up, or go around the palisade and go down.
Well, we can't get to the 2nd floor either.
Yeah, we can. That's the balcony in the chapel, right?
Yes, you also know that there was a grand staircase from the entrance hall.
So which do you want to do?
2nd floor sounds good. Let's try it.
Cool.
Okay, so you go down and behind that throne, you open the doors, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything on the throne?
Nope. It's made of old swords.
It's just an
welded
old,
together.
just an old wooden area. Just an old wooden seat. So you have a door to the north and you have a door to the south. Which one do you want to open? 2 doors, one flanking, the throne being center.
Let's go north.
Okay,
North
you
is.
open the door. You actually see that it opens into a sort of a circular hallway. So sort of like there's a middle room and you see a hallway going around to the right and a hallway going around to the left. So actually the door to the south opened up into this circular hallway as well. Okay, that's kind of what you see. You walked into a curved sort of horseshoe hallway. And there are 2 curtained off areas sort of to the left and to the right flanking you. There are 2 doors across the hall at kind of an odd angle because it is a round surface.
Can I?
And just opening it, you realize that swings all the way around to the grand staircase, if that makes sense. So you would assume that this wall continues here and that's where the portrait of the individual was, the giant tapestry.
So we've kind of already been in this room.
Well, you never, in a way, yes. So curtain area to the north, curtain area to the south, and 2 doors to the west.
I'm going to check the curtain area closest to us.
Okay, so you pull back the curtain, and you see it's just a small alcove. You throw it back, and it looks like just a sort of a pitted space, like you might have some storage there or maybe a shelf.
It's a breakfast nook.
It's
not quite a breakfast nook. It's more of a reading nook.
Yeah.
Sure, go with that.
If you're a small person, it's a reading nook. You open it back, and like I said, you got about 2.5 feet in there. It's just sort of a recessed space. And it is empty except for a little narrow window looking outside.
What can we see through it?
That window points out towards the graveyard.
Okay.
And Troy, because you recognize this is sort of, this room sort of mirrors the dining hall underneath. I don't know if you remember, but in the corners of that room, there were statues. Mm-hmm. It's sort of the similar architecture up here, it's just there's no statue here.
Okay. What about the other one?
Do you pull back the curtain? A red velvet curtain hangs in front of an alcove in the southeast corner of this hall. It ripples ever so slightly.
Stab it. Stab the curtain.
No, that's how Polonius died. Don't do it.
Shakespeare joke. Classy.
Well done, sir.
I didn't say it was well done. I said it was a Shakespeare joke.
Yes, I pull back the curtain.
A black cloth covers something atop a white marble pedestal.
Damn it, I'm going to look under it.
You check for
Roll
traps
will
first.
save.
Nope.
Will saves everybody.
Yeah, oh, why am I doing this?
Oh, damn. 12.
We just add wisdom. Right?
14.
15.
10.
D6s, everybody.
The
Six.
DC.
The
6.
same that it has been all campaign.
Probably 15 or higher.
I had 16.
Six.
So
4.
no.
4.
6.
6.
Oh, good lord.
We both die.
No, we both run off screaming.
We'll
in
pass
opposite
out.
directions.
Sure. Let's do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do it that way. So who is Lucas? The other one is Jeff. So we'll leave Matt. Okay. Pithur. You wake up and are staring at the ceiling.
Cool.
You're in the same hallway that you remember,
Yeah.
and you are staring at the ceiling.
Yes.
You appear to be alone.
Okay.
Your head hurts.
Like I fell.
Yeah.
Does it look exactly like the place that I was in before?
So you're looking around?
Yeah.
Do you get up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you would say you're in the same place. And you're like, oh, wait, we did this, and then and you turn and look at the pedestal,
Mm-hmm.
and on the pedestal, you see Davun's severed head.
I
You tore it a little. You really scared me. That was good.
I'll walk up to it.
Okay?
Does it
It looks pretty real.
Put your dick in its mouth.
and nothing else around?
No one else is around. The black cloth is laying on the ground.
I don't know what you two did, but you.
Oh, like we killed him in our fear?
What would you like to do, Pithur?
How long was he out?
I will yell out for everybody.
No response. Your voice seems to echo.
Cool.
I don't know what we did either, so fuck you.
Wow. I will walk around to the main room there then. and see-
So are you going into the church, or are you going back towards the chapel, or are you going into the grand ballroom? Or going into the grand hall?
Yeah, Grand Hall.
Okay. We will now go to, just for funsies, Matt.
Yeah.
The monk finds himself in a small room that does not look familiar. Tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings cling to the stone-tiled roof.
Whoa, that's way... Okay. Start over.
It's extremely descriptive.
Yeah, that was so descriptive I had trouble following.
There's a lot of adjectives in there.
Tarnished, silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings cling to the stone tile in this, I'm going to call it a room. I'm not even going to read what it says in here. You see 4 empty alcoves on a raised floor and what languages do you know?
Common and orc.
You see something that you cannot read etched into the wall. You realize you appear to be standing based on the dust and stuff, you appear to be in a mausoleum.
Can I roll history to decipher what language at least? Dwarven runes or celestial fingerprints or whatever.
Make me an intelligence roll.
13.
It's not something common. It's not something that you know automatically. I don't think it's based on Dwarven runes.
So it's not Elvish script or...
No,
nothing
it's not something
like
you
the main
immediately...
races.
Yes.
Okay.
You are inside a mausoleum, though. What would you like to do?
Do I make the connection that it looks like I'm in the mausoleum that I saw outside?
Yeah, no, you're like, okay, I was in there, and now I'm in here. That's weird.
What else do I see?
I saw something, and then I saw something, and I just started running. That's what occurs to you.
What did I see?
You don't remember, but it scared the bejesus out of you.
Is there a door to the mausoleum?
There is.
Check it for
It's
traps.
it's actually standing wide open.
Oh, well, happy day. It's sunny
It says
outside still?
it is in fact a massive door. It's 8 feet tall, 4 feet wide, marble, and it says Argynvost on the mausoleum door.
Are all the burial alcoves occupied?
They appear to be empty.
Well, I'll go ahead and just poke my head out the door a little.
Okay.
Anything else of interest in the room, I guess, I should say?
Not at the moment. You step outside into the graveyard.
No, I didn't say I step outside. I said poke my head outside.
You poke your head outside and you see the graveyard.
I see.
You know what? Now
Is
that you're here,
set up? Is it light?
all the graves are empty. And you only know that because they've all been dug up.
Did they look that way the previous
Make
day?
me a perception check.
Did they look that way yesterday?
You didn't really look that closely because you weren't actually in the graveyard.
You, I was staring at it for 20 damn minutes of gameplay.
I believe it's actually 18 seconds, but that's fine.
8. Oh, I'm sorry, 9.
You feel a little nervous because you realize that these empty graves that were dug up
The inside.
were dug up from the inside.
Like, it was like bits of wood and coffin and stuff.
Yeah. Unda.
Wait, how tall is the building from the outside?
How tall is what building? The mausoleum?
Mausoleum.
You didn't poke your head far enough out. You would have to go outside the building.
I couldn't have perceived that from earlier, looking at it from outside and things.
You would know that it's 10 feet tall, maybe 12 feet tall.
An 8 foot tall door. You're looking at least 10 to 12 feet tall building.
Okay.
Logic?
We're not bringing that into this.
Nope, not even a little bit. Unless it's got to do with cat anatomy. Lucas.
Yes.
Unda comes to, staring in the face of a dragon.
You and the big prize.
Is it an actual dragon or is it?
It looks really close.
Or is it a statue?
Now you realize that it's a statue. And you realize you're laying in the dirt.
I'm outside.
You are.
This appears to be the same dragon I saw when we walked in.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I look about and stand up.
Okay. You see what you see.
I have all my things.
You do. You remember seeing something really bad. Like really bad. Or something. And then you started running. Maybe.
Okay. I mean, if the door... Well, yeah, I mean, it's close to the front door of the ruins. I'll start walking back towards the ruins.
As you walk in the front door, you see Pithur standing up on the second... on the balcony on the second stair up near the staircase. Central grand staircase.
What happened?
I don't know.
Have you seen the monk?
Nope.
Davun?
Not all of them.
Jeff, make me a perception check.
No, his head's still conscious.
Saw it.
At 20.
You are in dirt. It is wet. It is cold. There are worms in it.
God, we have an undead cleric.
Okay. Am I submerged in dirt? Or...
You're it's in your nose and in your mouth. You feel face down in dirt.
Okay, I'll get up.
Okay? You appear to be in a 5-foot hole.
Is this a hole that I can climb out of?
Make me a strength check.
It's 5 feet. How tall are you?
Apparently not very well.
I will cast guidance and try and do it again.
All right.
Unnatural 20.
It's pretty impressive given the fact you only have one hand, but you're able to climb out of a hole that's almost twice your height. Matt, you are surprised as you see a dirt-covered dwarf crawl out of the nearest grave next to you.
I run to him.
Okay.
Oh my god, what did you see?
I have no idea. I just woke up here.
I don't think these were empty.
For some reason, I thought that you killed me. But
Dragon.
Have you seen the others?
No, I just woke up here.
Like, how'd you get in the damn hole?
Hell if I know.
I was in that building.
What's in there?
Nothing. Terrifying stone carvings. It's a mausoleum. It's empty. Like all of these graves except for yours.
There wasn't any writing on the wall or anything?
Yeah, there's something.
Way to be mad.
You notice that the same terrifying gargoyle wormlings are on the outside as well, so.
Oh. Yeah, here, let me help you. Let me give you a hand. Help pull you out of the hole.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I take him over to the letters.
What languages do you know?
Dwarven and Common.
Yep. It's a language. How about the other two chuckleheads inside the house?
Perhaps we should just leave this place.
Yes, Matt.
Is the writing carved?
Yes, it's carved in the stone.
Okay, well, before we move on, I would like to use my map of Palanthus, put the and make a rubbing on the backside of it. With,
Absolutely.
Maybe some charcoal from my disguise kit.
Sure. That seems logical. You start making a rubbing. It's going to be a little hard because, I mean, it's a big etching, but you can probably get the gist of it.
Okay, maybe instead of doing that, I'll just write it what I see, because that seems smarter.
I look to the giant and say, perhaps we should leave this place.
Not leaving until I find my friends.
Friend.
Do we search here? Do we search outside?
Let me... I grab his head.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just going to ask you that. I was like, would you just leave his head, or give it a proper burial?
Yeah, I'm going to go grab the head.
And you
I like how you...
lights out again.
You guys walk around the corner, and you now see a bust of a Davun severed head.
It's a bust or his actual severed head?
No, it's a severed head.
Yeah, you said actual severed head to him.
Right.
You told me bust.
Yeah. Perception check, both of you.
I don't keep trying to do advantage.
18?
You both wake up in a grave.
So, natural 20 plus 7, 27.
Didn't you leave that curtain open?
The other curtain, you mean?
Yeah. It's closed now.
Didn't you look here before?
I looked inside.
Should we look again?
Is the head still there?
Yeah, absolutely. Davun's head is still laying there.
Yeah.
Is there like blood pouring?
Not really.
Pooled?
Nah.
No.
Just a little bit around the wound.
The edges.
Eyes
Yeah.
open or closed?
Sort of a
Gotcha.
look.
I'm gonna pick up the black cloth or whatever and try to grab the head.
Okay, so you're kind of bagging it up then.
Yeah.
You bag it up.
Okay.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know. There's a couple of doors that we haven't been through. Let's go through one of those.
Okay. You have a door to the north and a door to the south.
Whichever one's closest.
Okay. The room contains an iron tub and has wood paneling on the walls that rises to a height of 3 feet. Above the paneling, the woods are painted with a continuous faded mural of a mountainscape.
Does the mountain look familiar?
You recognize it as an accurate depiction of the Balanock Mountain.
Do I see the Amber Temple atop the mountain on the picture?
Nope.
Okay.
You finished your script by now, Matt.
So, suppose we ought to go find the others, eh?
Yeah, I'll start heading back into where we left them.
Is there a door on this side? On the
Yeah, it's
side?
open.
Oh, it looks like we probably fled through there in our terror. Are your pants wet too?
No, mine.
Mine, me neither.
It's just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
To help this along a little bit, when you guys come out of the bathroom, you guys come through the door. All 4 of you in the same place.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I thought we split the party.
Pithur?
Where were you guys?
We're still wrapped in there. I'm going to toss him the head.
Okay, you get tossed a heavy bundle about the size of a basketball.
That you hopefully can catch one-handed.
You forget he's
He's
one-handed.
got an arm?
But what if he just grabs the fabric and the head tumbles out, makes it even more dramatic?
I'll give you a dex roll.
Yes.
That's a 9.
Yep.
So you swipe. You got the cloth, but you didn't get all of it.
No, he swipes with the hand with a nub.
Well, that one comes
Forgetting.
around, but
No,
misses the other side.
that's got a shield on it.
Yeah.
It's
So
strapped on now.
The cloth comes loose, and just for a second, you see something vaguely head-shaped before it hits the ground and shatters into a million marble pieces.
That was really heavy. Why'd you throw that at him? Kind of a dick move. He's only got one hand.
Shut the up. It was his head.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to know that?
There is a sizable chunk of face still left. Maybe a 4x4 inch space.
Mine?
No.
You guys are weird.
But both of you look on that pedestal and you sort of feel unnerved.
Okay.
With the marble face, is it one of the ones from that we saw? Like the... What?
I keep forgetting that elf is here with us somewhere.
Probably not anymore. Was it one of the busts that we saw in the atrium?
It does look very similar, yes.
Okay, we got more to go through.
There's another door there if you want to go through that door.
We don't want to talk about where everybody just ended up.
Yeah, are we going to have a little chit-chat here, fellas?
Sure, we were out at the mausoleum. Do you guys...
No, I was in the mausoleum. This guy was in a grave.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Did you find anything?
Some dirt.
Did you find anything?
Some writing on the wall in the mausoleum, which had really weird stonework. And I unfurl my map.
Nope.
Jesus, he has 4 languages.
Okay.
Apparently, Sylvan is not one of them.
Giant.
Nope.
Can we ask that Dusk Elf? Is he still... Where did we leave him at?
Said location a day ago?
He was downstairs in one of the rooms with a bunch of old wine casks.
Yeah.
Is it possible to backtrack to him?
I will, since you're all standing here looking around going, it's not this, 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 I will take a general intelligence roll from everybody.
It's not draconic, is it?
15.
14.
16.
Got an 8 there,
You would all assume that it's draconic. Makes sense, given the fact that it's home of a dragon. Yes, you left him downstairs in a room with
How
wine
would the dragon
casks.
get inside the room?
He turns into a human? Like all these statues? Is there another door to go through there?
Yep.
Let's go through it.
Okay, the room next to the bathroom. You open it up, and rainwater seeps through cracks in the ceiling and flows into a pool on the sagging wooden floor. The pool fills about half the room. Bare stone shelves line the walls.
Wait, was it raining?
Stagnant water.
Oh.
Bare stone shelves, as in empty stone shelves?
No, a stone shelf's full of bears.
That's what I thought.
Dead bears.
Grizzlies.
Mostly. There is a panda in back.
Love you, Jay.
Yes.
Okay.
This appears to have probably been a storage room of some sort. Given the fact that there's a bathroom the next side over, maybe perhaps a linen closet per se. You're all peering into a room that is half submerged in water, sagging wooden floor.
Alright, what's this door?
That door takes you back into the balcony over the chapel. Both those doors come in.
Oh, okay. How the do we get up?
Perhaps the Palisades?
Or the grand staircase?
That's where we're at.
The grand staircase only goes up dos floros.
Then we gotta go up the spiral staircases and go back all the way back around?
As you say that, I'll say either one of you happen to look down, and all the way on the balcony, on the second floor, all the way back to the giant window that faces west and the opening that shows out to where the dragon is and stuff, there's 2 doors on either side. And thinking about the exterior, that's probably spiral staircases that go up to defend the front side of the house.
Okay, let's go there.
Okay.
Okay.
Narrow windows illuminate this dusty 5-foot wide spiral staircase.
When you felt that head, was it squishy?
I just look at him like he's an idiot.
I looked back at him like a bigger idiot because it was clearly, to me, a marble head.
So you come up the short spiral staircase, and it just sort of... No, I don't think it goes up any higher. It just goes up to the 3rd floor.
That's good enough.
You see a curtain in front of you. You basically come up to a landing, and there's a curtain right there.
Curtains are bad. Okay.
I'm going to open the curtain.
Only 50% have been bad.
Okay.
Yes, there's a rippling by itself.
So what you see is a long hallway that is... You see it going... It goes straight forward 70 feet to another small doorway that looks a lot like a spiral staircase on the other side. You've got 2 double doors to your left, and to your right, it appears that there were some inner workings to this room, but it's completely collapsed now. The roof over this part of the mansion is collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, and other debris. Beneath the rubble lie a sagging floor and puddles of rainwater. About 40 feet down is where it's all sort of collapsed, and you can tell the architecture on the wall to your right turns, so there's probably an adjoining hallway that goes into more of the meat of the mansion. And you've also got doors, like I said, to your left and to your right. One at about 20 feet down, it's a double door, and then one at about 60 feet down, it's a double door.
First double door?
Sure. Okay. You open the 2 double doors then, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Through the dust and cobwebs, you see faded war banners adorning the walls of a spacious chamber, in the center of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wooden carved dragons perched atop them. Slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal humans in tattered chainmail. The corpses tilt their heads in your direction.
Quick, close the door.
One of them growls, "Why do the living disturb the dead?" They look very familiar. Look very much like the 3 things that you fought downstairs. The one who is, the one sitting at the end of the table, the one who spoke, seems to be, is not in solid metal armor like all the others. Appears to be wearing cloaks instead. But otherwise, 4, so 2 on one side of the table, 2 on the other side of the table, both with, big-ass swords in chainmail. Yeah, they're long swords. Turn and look at you. And it's the one at the head of the table that spoke and asked why the living disturb the dead. And all 5 sets of undead eyes just stare at you.
I come seeking help to bring the Morning Lord's light back to this land.
We care not for these matters. Leave us in peace.
What matters do you care for?
We serve our Lord and his Lord. That is all that matters.
Who is your Lord?
Every time you speak, he just seems to be in deep contemplation of everything you've said. You can't quite tell if he's trying to remember things or if he's just taking his time to answer. Our commander is Horngard, he who once valiantly served Argynvost, lord of this manor.
Okay, what happened? What happened to Argynvost? What happened to the manor?
Leave matters of the past to the dead. The living should go about their ways and leave us in peace.
Do I know what revenants? Does Davun know what revenants are?
Roll me religion.
No.
Nope, you do not.
Why are all those graves outside empty? What happened to their occupants? Would hate to think somebody was trying to desecrate your resting places.
You desecrate resting places by standing in a place you do not deserve to stand.
True, and now that you've alleviated my ignorance, I will take my leave.
They just stare at you. Every once in a while you'll see their hands grip the handles of the long swords.
Good day to you.
I just like the idea that the monk's kind of bowing and taking a step back and bowing and taking a step back.
I'm not coming into somebody else's house and picking a fight, and I have no reason.
Which we already have.
Those things attacked us, though.
Just doing their job.
These guys are like, leave. Alright, well, clearly you're the law of the land here.
Is your commander here? And would he see us?
You do not like breathing much, do you, little one?
I'll turn and leave.
As you start to turn,
I'm already holding the door for you.
you see him just lift a hand and beckon towards the door. But you get the sense that he's not just beckoning you towards the door, he's also pointing.
I said good day, sir.
Maybe.
Towards the door that we're standing in, or
yes,
another door?
He's pointing towards the door that you are currently exiting. The doorway that you're standing in.
Isn't there?
But you get the sense that, like if somebody points towards the door and you step through the door, they stop pointing. You get the sense that he is continually pointing.
Oh, close the door.
You want us to close this?
As you're closing it, he doesn't appear to change his hand movement. So you close the door with him leaving his hand up and extended. Okay.
The door shuts, right?
Yep, the door shuts.
That was f***ing terrifying. Anybody else find that unsettling?
Yeah.
For a guy that studies death, you're awfully afraid of it.
Yeah, the ones I look at don't move.
On to the next door.
Davun, do you believe that your symbol may have helped?
Yeah, it is.
No.
As you continue down, so now you go down about 40 feet or so. To the right, you now see that there is a hallway. Or there was a hallway. It's collapsed and it's taken out the wall to the room in front of you and to the room you've just passed. And it's sort of just collapsed entrances to both rooms. One room looks like it's, what do I say? Like a royal receiving room, almost. And the other room, you can't really tell. Like, there's a pile, like, you will have to climb over debris. You can kind of see the royal tapestries and stuff in one room. The other room looks more utilitarian, but you would have to climb over the debris to get to either room. To get to the door, you would just proceed down the hallway and turn left, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to go to the door.
Okay. Do you open the door?
I'll knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Now I'll open it.
This room is a haven for dust and cobwebs. 3 narrow windows allow slivers of light to illuminate bare oak shelves along the walls and a torn padded chair lying on its side near a cavernous hearth. A picture above the mantel has been slashed, its lower half hanging down below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. An iron door set in the south corner of the west wall, so just to your left, hangs open on one hinge.
Are we able to reach the painting?
Yeah, you just have to walk across the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna cautiously step forward and explore. I'm interested. I want to see the painting.
You hear the soft flapping sound of wings, but can't discern its origin. A single piece of parchment blows off the top of a bookshelf, spirals lazily in the air, and lands gently at your feet. Matt.
Yeah, I pick it up.
Oh, what's this?
Why is that folder still so full of things? That's awful.
You just add stuff
It's
to
the
it.
stuff you haven't blown up yet.
Oh.
So you all see the monk stop and pick up a piece of parchment that drops at his feet.
I'm going to go to the door. It's hanging from a hinge.
Okay. The walls of this room are lined with lead. Empty chests and shattered vases lie strewn upon the floor, their contents plundered. It's a very small room, almost like a safe room. And it is just absolutely obliterated.
Can I roll to further inspect it, or am I just going to find...
I mean, you can see this place has been, like, chests have been flipped over and smashed and just... It looks as though someone came in here and tore this room to shreds. Yeah. The bookshelves are bare. Like, literally, Matt got one of the only pieces of paper in the room that you can see.
Hey, Davun, what do you make of this? Your wisdom shines some light on it.
Would anyone else like to do anything?
I'm waiting to find out what's on this paper.
Okay.
The monk hands Davun a page that says, "My knights have fallen and this land is lost. The armies of my enemy will not be stopped by sword or spell, claw or fang. Today I will die, not avenging those who have fallen, but defending that which I love, this valley, this home, and the ideals of the Order of the Silver Dragon. The evil surrounds me. The time has come to throw off this guise and show these heathens my true fearsome form. Let it spark terror in their hearts. Let them tell their stories of dark triumph against the protector of the Brassrocks Mountains. Let Argynvost be remembered as a dragon of honor and valor. My one regret is that my remains will not lie in their rightful place in the hallowed mausoleum of Argynvost. No doubt my bones will be scattered among my enemies, the coins of a plundered horde."
Like the coins of a plundered horde. Because it's where the hole is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one got away from me. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Paper wasn't quite wet enough to get rid of it, so it burned a hole in it.
"Do not fear death. Though my body will die, my spirit will live on. Let it serve as a beacon of light against the darkness. Let it bring hope to a land wrought with despair. Now to battle. A."
So did I understand that right, in that he was headed to the temple?
When did he say the temple?
I didn't hear it either.
You didn't say temple? I swear to God, you said something about the temple.
Nope.
Oh, you said the mountain.
The Brassrocks Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Argynvost was the protector of the Brassrocks Mountains.
He says his soul will live on to
Be a beacon of light.
What is that?
I don't know. When we were in the mausoleum, we didn't see any kind of dragon remains, did we?
Nope.
No, there was nothing. There's the fluttering wings. Is it possible that he still haunts this area? But would he not be dark like those figures we just met? He wants
I don't
his
know.
soul to be a beacon of light.
Anyone else want to inspect anything in the room?
What else was in the room?
I mean, there was the painting, there's the overturned chair, there's the desk.
What's the painting look like?
You were vocalizing the action. I was like, did it say on the paper that the monk... I was really like, I freaked out for a moment. Like, oh my God.
Like he had 4 of them set up for each of us to be the one that found it. That's
Night
funny.
floors. Man, I'm pretty good at that, aren't I? The picture shows the mansion in better days under clear winter skies with snow-capped mountains in the background. The top of the chapel tower glows like a silver beacon.
If I slide the painting a little bit, is there anything behind it?
No.
The desk.
You notice that there is a book that seems to have been trapped underneath the chair.
Okay. I will carefully move the chair and pick up the book.
It is titled The Oath Celestial. The book appears to have been partially burned, and its cover was slashed by a sword.
God, what the happened here?
Do I get any aura of any kind off the book, or does it just seem to be a book?
How are you getting an aura?
I don't know, with an Arcana check?
You don't get an aura with an Arcana check. You get it with an Identify spell. Or a Detect Magic spell.
Does it seem like an important book?
Well,
Does it feel magical?
Does it feel magical? Does it vibrate in my hand?
is this one that I open the book and I get a bonus in Skyrim, or does it just tell me how to farm?
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. You can flip through the pages
I will
if you
open
want
the
them.
book very carefully because it appears to be old.
You see Unda looking at a book. It appears to be the quick flip. It reminds you of maybe a prayer book, or to be a certain type of person, you have to do this. It's almost like codified religion, maybe, or do I say heraldic law?
No.
Chivalrous law?
I mean, like they're like it's like codes of chivalry and so on and so forth. And after flipping, are you going to keep looking at it for at least a minute or two?
Yeah.
You realize that it's kind of a devotional text for knights from a place called the Holy Empire of Valentia.
Holy Empire of Valentia. Do I know what that is?
No.
That's where they grow oranges.
How do you spell Valentia?
Valentia.
Do I get the idea that those gentlemen in the other room would know?
Maybe.
Fuck that noise.
I mean, it's like a knight will do this. A knight will help a lady. When it rains, a knight will make sure his horse does not, wear the bridle and too long, lest it chap the horse's mouth. You know what I mean? Like it's in battle. Knights will approach. Yeah, knights will approach in such a way they will declare themselves to other knights so that they challenge only the. It's.
So Valentia is not a place in this realm, is what you're telling me.
You do not recognize the Holy Empire of Valentia in any of your travels anywhere.
So if
Must be beyond this.
the dead in this building aren't working as a beacon of light, and are these Argynvost's private chambers destroyed?
I mean, you do get the sense that this room would have been, after Pithur comes back and tells you, this room would have served probably as a personal study of some sort. Like, there's a large table, there's plenty of shelving for books, there's a nice hearth, there's a spot where you could house treasure safely.
Was the fluttering of wings, was it loud, or was it, bird wings?
The fluttering of wings is what drew your attention to the parchment flying off the shelf. Might have just been the parchment flapping in the wind.
Oh, okay. But it's the second time we've heard fluttering of wings, which is...
I've heard it quite a bit, actually.
Argynvost, are you here? No? All right, then.
What?
Okay. What would everybody like to do? Anything? Or are we still puzzling out the note?
I'm not sure how much is there to puzzle out.
Oh my god, what if we turned him into a vampire dragon? How bad would that suck?
That'd suck.
Well, I mean, there is a vampire dragonborn out there, so...
Oh god.
Not that Unda would know that.
No, that's just me talking.
That's when there was no accent, Cody.
Yeah.
there was no accent, Cody.
The paper is several hundred years old, you would guess. I mean, it's...
Oh, okay.
Book probably the same.
Yes. Both of them are
For
old.
thousands of years.
I definitely want to take the book with me.
Any other clues to look around at?
Not in this room.
What was the name of the commander again? I'm sorry. It started with an H.
Hornguard.
Hornguard.
Cool name.
If that guy's here, I want to find him.
I don't disagree with you. Is there still a level we haven't gotten to yet?
I mean, you haven't gone up to the roof, but you've been on all 3 levels at this point. You've nowhere near explored the entire mansion.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to go to the next place where I can explore.
So you can either...
I've got 2 collapsed rooms, I've got 2 sets of double doors, and I think we pretty much covered those.
Yes, you've done both sets of double doors. There is a small door at the end of the hallway that you would assume, based on the same architecture you've seen several places before, that's a spiral staircase leading to the roof.
Sure.
You would have to climb over the debris to get on the other half of the wing of the house.
Can't you just like Wingardium Leviosa or something?
Do you have the spell Wingardium Leviosa?
Do you have a wand?
Is it unicorn hair or...
Dragon heartstrings.
There you go.
Over the rubble?
Through the woods.
Cool.
It shifts a lot under your feet. I mean, in the book, it qualifies as difficult terrain, so it's definitely rumble, bumble, stumble, some trips, some skin knee or 2. But you climb over. You see a hallway. You see a hallway heading south that just ends in open air after about 60 feet. Because remember how that whole half of the mansion was gone?
Yes.
You see that. To your left, you see what appears to be a destroyed bathroom. Quite a nice one. A huge bathroom, actually. That bathroom, which makes no sense to me, but okay.
Yep.
That bathroom is 20 by 30.
That's for when Argynvost was in his original form.
Probably, yeah.
Very possible.
And then to your right, you see, like I said, you see a smashed entrance to what appears to be an audience hall.
Audience hall.
Yes.
You know, to rally the troops. Right?
Okay, is the audience hall still there, or...
The west wall of this 50-foot wide, 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole in a pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne, carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings, faces 3 tall windows to the west. Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with one gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a great sword. That is what you see. Giant audience chamber, throne shaped like a dragon, dead body, holding a great sword.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said the dead body is laying there?
That's
standing there.
It's sitting on. It's slumped in the throne.
Okay.
Sort of in a.
But not slumped like head down. It's like just like relaxed.
The head's essentially down. Yeah, it's down on it's down on the body's chest.
Okay. I need to clarify something about this group.
Sure.
About the order.
Yeah.
They went down fighting Strahd, right?
Yes, you know that already.
Okay, I thought I did, but I could not remember.
That is what the elf relayed to you.
Okay.
You would know. Let me just go back and make sure that I'm not missing any notes here. You would know that Argynvost was a silver dragon.
Mm-hmm.
In Human Guise, he led a group of knights called the Order of the Dragon. They gave shelter to refugees who came to the valley to escape Strahd. Strahd's soldiers slew the dragon, destroyed the order, and sacked the mansion.
Does he notice us? Is he reacting?
The body has not moved at all. You've climbed over the rubble and you're sort of standing in the hallway outside the audience hall.
Okay.
So right now you're just kind of looking in this giant opening that used to be the doors.
And he's sitting in the throne.
Again, slumped.
Slumped in.
Yes. At this point, you could not tell if that is a revenant corpse or an actual corpse.
Okay.
Perhaps
it is
Whistle at it
unmoving.
or something?
You can whistle if you want.
I'm gonna walk in, and I'm going to walk right up to it and kneel at the foot of it.
As you step into the room, you take about 4 or 5 steps into the audience hall, and you hear a soft voice say, "Go away."
I was told that your order gives refuge.
The creature's grip on the great sword tightens, and the head never moves from being tilted down. "If you have come to destroy me, know this. I perished defending this land from evil over 4 centuries ago, and because of my failure, I am forever doomed. If you destroy this body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit, and I will hunt you down. You cannot free me from my damnation, nor would I wish it. If you have come to free this land from the creature that feasts on the blood of the innocent, know this. There is no monster I hate more than Strahd. He slew Argynvost, broke the life of the knight I loved, and destroyed the valiant order to which I devoted my life. But Strahd has already died once. He cannot be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in a hell of his own creation, from which he can never escape. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and unrest, I will do, but I will destroy anyone who tries to end his torment.
Is there a way we can remove his control from this land and leave him trapped in it?
At this point, he raises his head up, and you see his eyes glow with an inner unholy fire. I said, go away.
I don't want to fight this. I'm just throwing that out
No,
there.
we need as much info from him as we can get. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'll step forward. Could you not use more assistance in your further torment of Strahd?
And he swivels his head to look at you. Leave this place. You have no business here. The battles fought here are long dead, and the dead here will outlive all of you.
Do you not still follow these guidelines as I show him the book?
And as he turns and swivels his head towards you, do not mock me.
I do not.
Leave. This is not your place.
You are correct, but Strahd has brought us here.
And Strahd will kill you. Or if you don't leave, I'll take the pleasure from him. Because if you are his playthings, and I can take you from him, I will gladly do so.
Back it up.
What happened to Argynvost? I know that he fought and he died. What happened to the body? I found a letter from him. Or my friend did.
You see him slowly start to stand up. And as he does, the great sword comes up just a few inches off the stone floor. He looks at you. You dare pillage the Lord's chambers? You stand here in his audience hall and speak to an order of knights whose bravery and prowess you cannot even equal in measure. Leave now, or I will slay you myself.
Still backing up.
Can't back up too much more, Matt. You've now bumped into the rubble. Oh,
I'm not interested in disrespecting the dead.
That's fair.
He can make his wishes known, and I am following them.
Show him the symbol.
Keep wondering about that.
Okay. I'll pull out the holy symbol.
Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm crouching tigered over here.
At this point, the great sword comes up, which is impressive considering he's a desiccated corpse. I mean, he's holding it up with one hand, and he points it right in the direction of your throat. Priest, I will kill you.
It's not worth it, Davun. Come.
Okay.
Is that the quickest way out of here?
I don't want to fight these guys.
No, I agree.
They're not bad guys.
Yeah.
I'm heading out. I'm leaving.
And as you put the holy symbol down and turn and start to leave, you see that he just brings the... And again, I mean, it's a great sword.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it's lost its edge at all. He brings it down in front of him and just sort of puts his hands on top of the pommel and just stares at you.
I'm not looking back. I'm turning around and walking away.
Okay. You all are now standing in that hallway that is full of rubble. What would you like to do?
Any other places we haven't been?
It looked like there might have been a place to go in the bathroom. There might have been further there. You'd have to kind of scrabble around the rubble. If you head south, there is a hallway.
Do we want to check the hallway or do we want to go?
I'm not pillaging.
I guess we can leave.
This isn't the dungeon of somebody that we're trying to vanquish. Just want to leave these dudes alone.
I want to get them. They're revenants who were killed by Strahd.
And
they would want to go after Strahd.
Their commander who's in charge of them feels that they should suffer. It's not our place to fix what they don't perceive as broken.
The monk is correct.
High five.
Insight roll, Matt.
16.
As the monk says those words, as you're all sort of standing out in the hallway, away from the audience hall, you do notice that he's gone back to his seated and slumped position by this point, as soon as you all exit the audience hall. You realize that that's not quite the case.
Oh, well, I was just talking out of my ass.
Well, I mean, it occurs to you that they said... The knights, for lack of a better term, in the other room, said they serve their commander who serves their lord. They never once said whether or not they wanted to do such a thing. You get an idea that it's fealty. It is the swearing of fealty from the revenants to Hornguard is why they are doing what they're doing. Hornguard's motivation is sheer vengeance. He realizes Strahd is suffering, and to kill him would be to end a suffering that would be too simple for him. It would be too easy. So, the revenants in the other room may agree or disagree, but they specifically stated they're there to serve their lord.
Yeah, so I'm not going to upset the balance.
And again, looking even just a glance at the devotional text and the Order Celestial, you get the idea that it is an oath of fealty that they're following, not necessarily that is their own personal motivations, as it were, if that makes sense.
Well, righto, let's continue on the road, I suppose.
You guys going downstairs, or are you doing any more exploring?
Let's get out of here. They obviously don't want our help, and humility is not a trait that they possess, so let's leave.
On to Valaki?
Let's grab the elf and go. We don't want to leave him here.
He's probably already fled, but let's check and see if he's still here. You're right.
So you guys go back down to the first floor then.
I don't even remember if I saw him at all. So
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you saw him at least once.
You open the door.
Storage cart.
Huh?
To the little storage room?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's empty. It's not surprising. You guys have been there for a full day, so
Fair enough.
motherfucker got out as soon as he had the opportunity. You
You had a staccato on that.
passive perceptions.
17.
15.
11.
14.
Davun and Unda so you check it, and you're obviously all now leaving, right? So you're heading out the Great Hall past the tapestry and the busts and everything else.
Right.
Unda and Davun, you both hear the clop of hooves of a horse and wheels of a cart or a carriage or something similar approaching.
Okay.
I convey the info.
I'm going to continue on down the road.
Well, you're still inside the house. You're exiting Argynvost.
Heading out, yeah.
As you guys step out, you see a Vishnana man unloading a large, unwieldy box right there in front of everyone. And he sort of sets it down, and he turns around and sees you and goes, "Oh!"
Do I recognize him?
You do. He is from your camp.
His name is?
His name is Kolya.
Kolya.
He whispers to you in Vishtani.
Okay.
It is a mild oath, and he expresses his surprise that you are here.
I respond in Vishtani, asking him why he is here.
He switches back to common. I have been sent for you. He sort of looks at you with a bit of sorrow in his eyes. I've been sent for you four.
You look awfully surprised to see us to have been sent for us.
Well, I didn't expect to actually see you. I just am to leave this.
Any
And he
insight on him?
Huh?
Yeah. Insight?
Sure. You get it.
4.
Nice.
12.
You get advantage.
Oh, I get advantage.
He's Vishtana.
13.
18.
That's an 18.
I just laid it down.
Oh.
I rolled a 5.
18. He's incredibly nervous. You don't detect anything deceptive necessarily. He just really doesn't want to be here.
Do I recognize the box? Like what it might be?
It appears to be bundled up with cloth and stuff. I mean, it was clearly packed in the wooden cart that he brought,
Right.
and he's sort of slid it out and set it down. And it's this is for you. It appears to be a wooden crate or something, approximately 8 feet long.
I ask him in Vishtana what it is.
He replies, "I'm sorry you got mixed up in this, brother." He says, I must go now. I was told to deliver this. This is for...
Delivered from who?
From him.
Madame Eva sent you?
No. He shakes his head. You get a glimmer in his eye that he knows what you're talking about, and he shakes his head. He says, It is... He distinctly looks at Davun and shakes his head. It is... yours? He says, kind of indicating back and forth between the monk and Pithur.
You brought it. Why are you asking me if it's mine?
I'm told to bring. I brought. I do not look at it. It comes from him.
I'm going to open it.
Okay. There's a bit of binding and twine, and so you pull out a knife, and you cut it open, and you pull it back.
Axe and just smash it open. My annoyance.
My bracelet's in there.
As this goes on, you see him, as you're doing this, he's climbing back up on the cart, and he says, I must go. And he...
So what was his name again, sorry?
Kolya.
No, before you, Kolya. Is Madame Eva okay?
He nods. He says, I will give her your best. And he begins on down the path. You're now opening it up. You pull off the simple cloth or whatever's on it, and you realize that it is a giant coffin.
Okay.
And it has a nameplate on the front of it. It has your name on it.
My name?
Your name.
Okay. I'll open it.
Reflex save.
Nat 20.
Nice.
You as you open it, you feel a burst of motion from the inside, and so obviously you assume it's an attack of some sort, so you throw yourself into the dirt, and the rest of you see as he opens it up, an impossible number of bats come flying out of this freaking coffin. 200 of them just out of this 8-foot-long box, just flutter, 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 and just are off into the sky.
Have I seen this trick before?
Trick?
Has Unda seen something like this before?
No.
Okay.
You do know Strahd likes to with people.
Yes.
How do you get them all in there? That was weird.
Magic.
No, you can control bats, dickface.
Do you look in the coffin?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was making sure after all the bats flew away that you see a small bit of cloth nailed to the back. Then you recognize it. You saw it before. Davun had it last. It's a puppet of Strahd.
I've still got that with me.
I think you left it. You can take it now if you want, though.
I'm going to stomp it.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably not going to do anything, but...
One straggler bat flies out of it.
The camera pans out as Pithur grinds under his foot the puppet of Strahd as we see them small as ants next to the wintry Balanok Mountains as they set foot off from Argynvostholt. Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.